We have approximately 300 acres of fruit trees, and whenever we do make a decision to apply a pesticide, we have 6 spray rigs, well actually 7 now counting our new one. We have 7 spray rigs that will go out at one time to cover 300 acres. And usually what we're trying to do is cover it all up within 6 to 8 hours of time. Everybody puts 2 or 3 tanks on, and then we're done. With this new outfit, it's amazingly how much more finite it is. We can hook up to each individual nozzle on the sprayer and determine its output. I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but whenever you have a spray tip that's plugged or something, it shows right up on our water collected in our cylinder that there's something wrong with that nozzle, and you examine it. And you know, I feel that we should be calibrating at least every year. Every year in the spring, it should be a definite must for all fruit growers. Even brand new equipment. In one of our trials, our tractor, despite what the tax said was 2.5 miles, it wasn't going 2.5 miles an hour despite what the tax said. Here we found out that the tires were a different size than what the manufacturer recommended at that rate. And our sprayer is the same. As long as we can keep, we know what the volume of water coming out is, we're very confident with that. I would say we do have a time saving. We spend time early in the spring to making sure everything's right, and then we don't have to worry about it so much the rest of the year. As long as we each spray our own area and come out at the same time, then we can just zip right back to the field station, fill up with water, and away we go again, rather than having to worry about, is this nozzle right, or is this one not putting out wrong or something. I mean, we have confidence that the sprayers and tractor are working correctly.
Spray coverage. How much of your chemical water solution gets covered in the tree canopy and the fruit itself, and that would in turn lead to disease and pest prevention?
We're with our acreage, and each of us does 2 or 3 tanks. We empty out, mix up 2 or 3 times. What'll happen is if you have a plugged nozzle or what isn't working correctly, you'll extend the water that we're using, and we won't come out at our regular place that we usually do. And then, or if you're putting out too much, we'll be short as far as where our volume for everybody that comes out. So we can determine what correct amount of water for that application rate goes on, and to be sure about it and do have a peace of mind, we hook up to the new calibration machine, and it'll tell you what your sprayer's doing. There's no question about it. Even if you only have a few acres of trees and you only have 1 sprayer, I'd still recommend using the new calibration machine, because you can correctly identify your volume of water you're wanting to use, and you can save a lot of money through your pesticide use.
The biggest thing we get out of these calibrations is the peace of mind knowing that you're safe as far as your nozzle output, everything's working as it should. That way you can have that much more confidence in growing fruit.
That's what we're all about, making the correct application, the amount of water that we're putting on per acre, per material that's recommended. And with this machine, we can really hit the nail on the head by doing that.